Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you with it's just a question that someone posed in the office today, and they're like, "Hey, how was the Tyson uh, Jones fight?" And I was like, I guess I'm the only one in the office that got it. I was like, "Oh, all right, it was actually not bad. Tyson was able to move around a little bit. I mean, not a lot and not for a long time, but he was able to move around, and he can still punch. He can still you could tell the way that those punches were going, what they hit, they were going to hurt. And Jones can still take a punch. He can still take a hit. Got hit like square in the face by one of Tyson's left hooks. And if Jones wasn't tired after the first 30 seconds in the first round, which he looked like he had COVID the whole fight. But he probably he might have won because Tyson really didn't get hit that much, like almost at all. Like there was very few times, and even when he got hit, they were not clean hits. Tyson was, moving around, and Jones is like running away, and he could still move a little bit. Again, he was, they're both in their 50s, so it's very very hard. And then someone asked, how much would it be, Chavez, for you to get in the ring with Tyson? I was like, oh, I'll get in for like $5,000, and not because I feel like I would win, although I think there is a greater than 0% chance that I would. I'll do it just because it's $5,000. Donate 1,000 of it to charity. Like it's like most likely the most probable scenario. If we do a 2-minute round, I'm pretty sure I can. I don't know. I don't know, man. Because he outweighs me by like 40 pounds. Tyson, no, about 35. He'd probably just go through, like, he sees my jab, he would laugh at it, purposely like move his face towards where my fist is, go through it, and then just pound. Like that's probably what would happen, but there's a chance where like, okay, I can tire him out, which won't be too hard, he's very much older, and I can at least get through the first round. I could at least get through the first round. I'm pretty confident I could do that. However, again, that's if I'm training. I'm not trained right now. I'm not doing anything, but there's a greater than 0% chance I would win. But most likely what would happen, he goes through one of my jabs, left hook, either that or just those freaking vicious right uppercuts. And everyone was like, no, you die. And okay, fair point. There's a decent chance he hits me and I just die. Like there's probably greater than 0% chance that happens as well. And well, most people have never been in a fight, so most people are just like, oh, I don't know, I would never do that. That man would kill me. Yes, he probably would. Because most people are fragile and they're weak. But I think, again, one of the best fighters in the world ever, I would do it for $5,000. Like, is it worth getting hurt? Again, I don't, if it's an exhibition where he's not going in for the kill, although it was an exhibition between him and Roy Jones, and he was hitting like he probably could have gotten the knockout. There were some people like, oh, that's, they barely hit each other. They would hit each other once and then, going for they grab each other. It's like, okay, yes, fair point, but that is strategy on Roy Jones Jr.'s part. That's not just they're doing that because they'd like to feel the embracement of another man. No, they're doing that because, okay, if I don't hold him right here, he's gonna fuck me up with one of his uppercuts. People that don't know anything about fighting should not talk about fighting. But regardless of that, I don't think, don't get into the ring unless you know what you're doing. But obviously, if you're going to a gym, I totally 100% support that. Learn from someone, learn how to get good, learn how to GG, and yeah, to go do it. I mean, one of the undercards is Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul, problem child. I love that. And he beat, I don't even know who he beat, but there's a ton of memes about that. I think this guy named Robinson, I think. I don't know. I think it was more of a celebrity fight than anything, but the Pauls are actually pretty decent athletes. I was looking at a video of Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like both of them were training, and they look good. And I don't mean like, oh yeah, they're muscular and they don't have a lot of fat. No, like they legitimately look like they have the forms down and they look good. And that's very hard to do. It takes a lot of training to be able to do some of these movements and to just in general, just the conditioning is just so hard. So to do that at all, give a lot of respect to, and then to be able to do that in your 50s, like my God, yeah, that's just something I didn't. I'm glad I got to see that, live. That was fun. And for anyone that thinks I should, let me know. Tyson, I'm here. I will donate 20% of what I get to charity. If it's a hopeful charity, you know what? Yes, I would definitely like to do that for charity. At least 20% of what I get. And I'll do it for $5,000. You can fight again, and you can fight this amazing YouTube star with 164 subscribers. Oh, that would be great. If anyone can do it, yeah. Come on, Tyson. I'm ready. The real Randy Chavez right here. I'm actually not ready. I'm not trained at all right now, and I would maybe still last that one round. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, do it. Give me a couple months. It's a lot easier to get into shape when you're younger than when you're older. I've noticed that as well, where as once I started working out back again in August, late August, I was like, oh, like it's not like I was coming back from an injury, it was just quarantine, but when I was injured when I was younger, it was a lot easier to get back into shape when you're 23 as opposed to 29. So leaving that out there. All right, guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. Bye.